So it's that time of the season again where GIGGUK uploads another season anime in a nutshell, and this time it's gonna be summer 2024 anime in a nutshell. So I'm excited to hear it because we are watching a bunch of them on my channel. So I'm gonna be pausing this video probably quite a bit just because I want to talk about the anime that I'm watching on the channel or that I know anything about on the channel. So I'm gonna be pausing if I have anything to say about it. So that's just a heads up. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's go into the video. Oh, hello. Fuck you. I knew it. Oh, it's the English dub.
Waking you up with love and
Fuck you doing?
I did hear it.
You just tell your sister to.
Are you exhausted?
I heard that clip
from
before
me
on
saying at the beginning of every
Twitter.
one of these videos how many new high-profile shows
Yeah.
are coming out? Well, welcome to summer 2024 anime,
Absolutely
where
stacked.
we have romance anime,
Stacked.
including Sussy Sisters, romance anime with Sussy Sisters.
Yep.
And my editor doing the trademark scroll of the seasonal charts. Okay, we're scrolling.
It's a lot.
We're still
It's
scrolling.
a lot.
Ooh, look at this scrolling.
And so
Is that
many
some
bangers.
Sussy Sisters I see. So I'm not going to take up your time. You know the drill by now. It's a summer anime video, so enough waiting. Let's just bloody jump right
This is
into
the one
it.
we're watching. Ah, yep, I remember that. Oh,
Any second now. She's dead, isn't she?
yeah. So we are pausing because I'm guessing he's not gonna talk about Nanare anymore in the video. I'm gonna be pausing it here before he does the entire intro. So Nanare episode 6 was really good. I really enjoyed episode 6. Episode 7 was completely random. It was still really fun, but it was so random. It just came out of nowhere. But episode 6 was really good when it comes to like the character, some of the character building, some of the relationship buildings and stuff like that. Building and stuff. Yeah, it was really good. I don't know where it's going now. With this episode, I'm guessing this episode was used to build up a certain character if you haven't seen it yet. But it's really fun. The best part is the art style. I think the art style is really pretty. And I think some of the relationship between the girls is really fun. But I wonder where the story is gonna end up going because we are in the second half now. So we'll see. Banger.
Guys, I'm sure over here, I'm guessing you like watching anime.
What? How did you know?
So shouldn't you be
No
able to
way.
watch as many titles as you can as painlessly
is
as
this
possible?
sponsor?
Well, with today's sponsor, ExpressVPN, you can do
Get
exactly
the bread. Okay.
gamers.
当然魔法の才能
Fuck! Okay, stop me if this sounds vaguely
Who-
familiar.
is this Wistoria?
Short, muscular boy donning a black cloak who can't use magic in a world dominated by
I
magic.
saw the trailer
enters
for
Magic
this.
Academy, aiming to be the top magic
The animation
person in
looks
this magic
insane.
world. Gets ridiculed, but is actually super strong, taking
Yep.
down everything with his brute strength and big sword. Hold on.
Yeah, Black Clover.
I would
Yeah.
start filing the DMCA claim myself if the show didn't go so goddamn hard.
I did see the trailer and the animation looks insane. Look at
This
this.
is Wistoria, an anime coming from the director of Black Clover, could you tell? And the writer of
Yep.
Danmachi, could you
Oh,
tell?
I
and
didn't
the
know
character
that.
designer of Cross Age.
Could you tell? It's a premise we've seen before, following a formula that's oh so familiar, but presented in a
I love
shiny
Black
new
Clover, by the
package
way.
that looks absolutely phenomenal. Episode 1 hits you with this heart-pounding, jaw-dropping action scene, with the director seemingly taking all the lessons learned from working on Black Clover and refining it to the highest degree, then continues to deliver in the very next episode. On a visual standpoint, we're starting the season off with a bang, because I don't know if any other show is going to look as good as this. Okay, guys, I gotta get serious. for a
Okay,
bit.
here we
Now,
go.
I know you can see the
Here
title
we
of the
go.
show, and I'm very aware of what kind of taste you think
Oreima?
I have, but just listen to me when I say with zero irony that this show is legit. No,
Yo,
no,
that's
guys,
cap,
hear
that's
me
cap,
out. It isn't a
that's
meme.
cap.
I'm being serious this time. It isn't what you think.
Yeah. Oh,
I
this is a
know,
banger. This
I
is my
know.
favorite
With
opening
the
of all
title
time.
like Days with
Domekano.
My Stepsister, I too was expecting this to be the next trash-filled dumpster fire being the spiritual successor of Domestic Girlfriend, but this somehow is a 100% serious
I heard that the dialogue in
thought-provoking,
this is actually
somber
really good.
drama with no cliches, fan service, pandering, or anything you'd expect from a romance story between step siblings. I know you're thinking, step sibling romance without the spice? That's about as useful as fapping to get pregnant. But honestly, this looks like...
good analogy.
You weren't thinking that. But this honestly looks like they are trying to tell a grounded story about two people later in their lives meeting in awkward circumstances and the realistic drama that would surround it. It's beautifully shot, atmospheric, taking its time with songs that speak right to the heart. This shit is the Dune 2 of incest. This is, unironically, a really promising looking drama, and I swear to God, it's not because it has a sister in it. Alright, man. What's next?
Peak! Peak!
Okay, guys.
Hear me out.
When I say with zero irony, Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. This anime's appeal is pretty simple to understand, you know? It's one of those little romance anime I'm comfortably watching on the living room sofa. Looks pretty wholesome and innocent. Then my dad walks in, sees this shit.
Yeah, here it is.
Gone. Scooch over, son. Let your dad watch too. This time we have a girl who flirts with the guy, but the catch is she does the flirting in Russian. But wait, the twist is he secretly understands her because he also knows Russian for some inexplicable reason.
Yep. Here he is. CSGO player.
I am not really a math guy, you know.
6,400.
The episode where he reveals that he understood her the entire time, and the episode title is just "Clueless Japanese Guy Surprises Foreign Girl."
Yup.
Perfect
It's
Russian.
what's that guy's name?
I'm tired of these kinds of shows now, but I think I'm gonna give this one a chance, and you might be wondering why. No, Dogakobo are just so good at what they do, they might as well be giving instant shots with everything they make now. It's not because of the little sister character. It has been a while though since.
Okay, so this is over. He's talking about the guy. What's the YouTuber's name? Was it Xiaoma NYC? Is that his name? The guy who just guy speaks perfect Chinese at a restaurant and surprises everyone. Dude. Anyways, Alya is actually peak. It's actually so peak. It's actually so good. Dogakobo have been cooking some insane stuff ever since like the past like 2 years or so. They've been cooking up some incredible stuff, and Alya not only has great animation, it's also just really fun. The plot is really good, like the actual plot. I think the dialogue is really well written and really witty, and I think actually Kuza, the main guy, is such a charismatic main character that I think he makes the show actually a lot of fun. And Yuki's best girl, obviously.
Season hasn't been completely dominated by high-profile sequels, but there are still a few. Tower of God is back, My Hero Academia is still airing, along with more Shy Hero Academia starring Bocchi the Rocket, more Near a Tomato. Hopefully the hype for this season remains and it doesn't get plagued with production issues.
Oh, that's the last season, right?
2024.
What?
You know, I think we may have been a bit too harsh on Fairy Tail. Their fans have had it rough recently, and you know, every
have had
has
it rough.
positive points. Monogatari's back to show all these modern anime how it's done.
I heard it's really good.
Unlike all the other anime this season, Monogatari has historically depicted a more normal sibling relationship. Alright, grab the kid, grab
the toothbrush scene. I heard this animation in this looks insane. Look at this. Look at this animation. Cloverworks have been. Oh!
There was a misinput. Calm down! You calm the fuck down!
Cloverworks continue to prove that whether or not they mess up an adaptation, at the very least, everything they touch looks absolutely godlike. I thought Wistoria would far and beyond be the best looking anime this summer, but the sheer creativity in some of these storyboards, the amazing direction, casual switch up, and the pure animation eye candy might just put it a step above. Having said that, I'm a bit confused as to what kind of tone we're going for here. Some dude gets diced up to a pile of bloody cubes, the whole village is massacred, a fucking kid gets beheaded. It has some of the most grueling, gruesome imagery you can find all season. Then it hits you with a
show the scene
this
that
is
I
like
keep
a shonen
seeing.
anime taking place during the Red Wedding, but credit to Cloverworks for being able to get this much attention worldwide. This is meant to be set during a real historical time period in Japan, and it's stuff like this that can get an international audience interested in your history. I wonder what the Japanese audience thinks of this.
This is the one. Dude, I saw this. I saw this tweet. Wait, let me go back. I saw this tweet when I was browsing Twitter. I was like, I saw this tweet have like a few, like, I don't know, 50,000 likes or something. And I was like, what does it mean? And I clicked translate. Biggest mistake in my life, man. Like, translating Japanese tweets that have a lot of likes is such a Russian roulette. Like, it's so 50-50. You're playing such a dangerous game. And sometimes you get tweets like this. Be careful out there, man. Be careful.
That's enough history lessons for today. All right. We've got to switch things up.
Okay, wait, but let me talk about the show. I was thinking of actually watching it because I know it's by the same mangaka that did Assassination Classroom. and I really like Assassination Classroom. But I had too many anime on my schedule already, so I didn't end up picking it up. But it does look really, really good, and I heard it gets better and better in the manga. I'm pretty sure it has a bit of a slow start, but it gets better and better when it comes to like the story. So maybe in the future at some point I'm gonna watch it if people start talking about it, but we'll see. But it looks really good.
Osamu Dazai has one of the most tragic stories in Japanese history. As one of Japan's most famous novelists, Dazai experienced the darkness few humans have ever encountered, leading him to attempt to take his life not once, twice, but 4 times, to which fate denied him and forced him to continue living his torturous life. Eventually, he would put his broken soul into the novel, No Longer Human, one of the most harrowing pieces of media to ever be created, before he would eventually be able to successfully take his own life, finally fulfilling his wish of being left alone.
I saw the trailer.
Finally given the grace of death. Anyway, here he is in a wacky isekai.
It's an
isekai. A silly comedy about a depressed author who wants to off himself in another world, chomping pills like it's a mukbang video, and charming goddesses with his suicide riz.
Nice.
God, that line made me want to Osamu Dazai myself. This isn't the first time anime has taken creative liberties with their historical figures, but it does make you wonder, is there anything they won't put in an isekai?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about this when you finish.
Don't adjust your screens, this is really happening. When I first saw this get announced, I had to double check that the date wasn't April 1st. This is an idea you'd expect for some wild fan fiction, but I think Warner Brothers realized all they needed to do was to give us anime Harley Quinn, then look us weebs dead in the eye and go...
Kafka!
I knew you would come.
All in all, this seems like just a fun, don't take too seriously type of show, giving us exactly what we'd expect. The Suicide Squad having a romp in an isekai fantasy world, but I'm not sure if I was expecting a bit more coming from the writer of Re:Zero and animated by Studio Wit, a studio that has historically put out banger after banger, because I'm not sure if there's anything else taking their focus.
Oh, we have... Oh my god, you're talking about this right after? Okay, so Isekai, I can't even say it on YouTube because it's gonna be a problem. Isekai Sui Squad, it was fun. The first 3 episodes were definitely, like, I was a bit confused what the premise is gonna end up being, and then it kind of, in episode 3, it kind of establishes a premise, so then episode 4, I think, was actually really, really fun. I think it has or was it 5? I think it was episode 4. They had a pretty good story, and like it actually focused on the world, and I was actually invested in the politics and the world that it presented. But the problem, I dropped it because it didn't have a consistent dub schedule, because I decided to watch it in dub because I think the Japanese version was censored, and the subtitles were also censored in English, the English subtitles. So I wanted to watch it in dub, in English dub, because it has a banger dub, and also it's uncensored. But it's not consistent, the release schedule. So I was like, you know what, I don't feel like watching something that inconsistently drops. So I ended up dropping it. If people start talking about it again, I might pick it up at some point, but it was fun. That's about it.
What?
Speaking of fun.
The actual...
Speaking of fun. Fun.
Hello, my dear friends. Today I want to do a class presentation about everyone's favorite animal.
Deer.
Deers. Here are some fun deer facts. They can run up to 30 miles per hour.
Okay.
All male deers grow antlers.
Yes.
They have an avid aversion towards anyone named Connor. Deers are actually majestic creatures.
Anyone who watches Trash Taste, you know the inside joke. Let's have a look at some of these
magnificent animals in action. Deers can be found across the world, including countries like England, Japan, America, Politer America, the North Pole, and of course, Narnia. There are over 40 species of deer, such as the red deer, the reindeer, the dead deer, the Australian jump deer, or as the locals call it, Jumpos. And of course, Deer the Rock Johnson. Here's a fun deer joke. What do you call a deer with no eyes? Blind. That concludes today's presentation. I hope we all learned a little bit more about deers today, because I have no idea what the fuck this show is about. I parry...
Same. It's extremely random, especially the latest episode of it. I think it was episode 7. How random was that episode, man? It's extremely random. Extremely all over the place. But it has some really fun moments in it as well. I think that some of the characters are really fun. I think the voice acting is really, really good. At times it feels like it's a lot. It's just trying so hard to be really random. But some of the times it actually is pretty funny. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it's really creative in some points. It's a lot of fun.
Everything. Now, this
I love
is
the
a fantasy
references in
action about a man who
Haven't seen this.
parries everything.
Only the
He
trailer.
parries swords. He parries a staff. He parries a goddamn cow.
ありがとうございます。おかげで助かり
Oh,
ました。
Parrier.
よろしければお名前を。
Yeah, parried.
Holy shit, he parried his virginity! This is pretty much what the
Good
title
one.
says it is. An anime tailor-made for you Sekiro fans out there. It's an anime tailor-made for you
Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
fans out there. And it's nice to see a protagonist who doesn't look like the same beta soy boy for once. I just want to see how far they can take this concept. Can he parry a gun? Can he parry a nuke? Can he parry my invasive thoughts? Oh, ho, ho, you can parry everything, huh? Well, parry this. You're a talentless hack who'll never achieve anything in life,
Ooh.
and you're old. I had sexual relations with your mother.
Oh, shit.
Elsewhere in fantasy,
gamer,
plus-size
gamer.
elf is here to undo all the good the Dumbbell Show has done for weebs, with the
I've seen a
series
trailer
giving
for
us
this.
some American representation in the only way anime knows
cute.
how. That's right. Blonde girls. If you're a fan of cake, I don't think you're ready, because respectfully, this anime doesn't have cake. It's the entire fucking baking industry. We got Oni,
Here
we
we
got
go.
Dark Elves, we got Marcel after season 3 of Dungeon Meshi. Failure Frame is your
I know
pick if
that's
you want some
purely
dumb,
from-
edgy
from
fun. This
memes.
one was a niche concept, but I actually enjoyed it.
I had
You
no
have a
idea what
girl
this
who is
was.
basically engineering her own magic tools in a fantasy backdrop, and I was
this
honestly impressed. You truly
a
do
manhwa?
feel like you're in a made-up fantasy world because they actually made engineering look fun. We're gonna play some power fantasy that is no different from your
Sure.
generic OP main character in a fantasy world, except this time the protagonist is in his 30s, and I feel offended that
Awesome.
this is a representation they think 30-year-olds want. You want to give us a
Damn.
power fantasy? Give us a mildly exciting new kitchen appliance, the ability to stay up past 2 a.m. Hell, wake me up when there's a protagonist who doesn't get a life-altering injury because he slept funny one night. First,
You're just all...
there was anime. Then came fictional idols in anime avatars.
What
Then
VTuber!
came real
VTuber
life
Legend!
idols
VTuber Legend!
in
Let's go!
anime
Peak!
avatars. Now, I present to
Here it
you
is! VTuber Legend!
fictional anime about fictional idols playing real-life idols in anime avatars.
Yeah!
For the first time, anime has actually given us a VTuber anime that accurately depicts the culture and content to the point where even I was surprised. Real-looking
Yep.
live 2D models using
Yep.
OBS as a streaming
Yep.
software. They play
Yep.
actual stream
Yep.
games like Getting Over It, and
It's
of
so
course
fun.
going live on Hour 2?
Hour 2,
Anime has
Hour
been
2, of
screaming
course.
for a true-to-life depiction of VTubers, but I gotta wonder how accurate it is to have a drunk VTuber who just shouts obscenity on stream.
Hey, that's... Hime!
You know, for once, we have a season
Hime!
not dominated by isekai or fantasy,
Peak!
because romance
No!
seems to be going through a bloody second renaissance this summer.
Talk about it.
Senpai's and
Yes!
Otonoko
Here it
is a
is.
cute
Peak,
little romance
peak,
where a
peak.
girl confesses to a female crush only to find out that they're actually a boy.
つまり男バージョンの先輩と女バージョンの先輩を。
Wait, I forgot to pause earlier, but let me...
This is just the Stofo fans coming to terms with their sexuality.
That's
My
me. Wait. What was it? Okay, so first, VTuber Legend. That's a lot of fun. Like, if you ever had any interest in, like, or if you ever watched VTubers or had any interest in any kind of, like, streaming or content creation and used, like, OBS before and stuff like that, I highly recommend it because it's just really, really refreshing seeing actual OBS be used in it because they do have, like, the rights to use the actual software without, like, having to censor anything. So it's the actual OBS software used in it, or, like, shown in it. Actual live 2D software, Clip Studio Paint, all of that is actually used in it, and then some of the games as well, like Getting Over It, as we saw here, and then there was the sausage thing game that you fight with like sausages, which is an actual game. There was like High School DxD in it. There was just a bunch of references, Bang Dream as well. So if you ever watched VTubers, that actually feels like just one extended VTuber stream with like some behind the scenes cuts from it. And it's really, really a lot of fun. And then the second one, Senpai is an Otonoko. That's that's such a banger. It's such a banger. I don't know how other people are, like think about it, but for me personally, that's such an underrated anime because I don't see many people talking about it, but I get emotional every single episode that I watch that. Like, it's one of, I think, wait, let me think. I think it's the anime that makes me the most emotional this season. I think. Otonoko didn't have a moment that made me as emotional. It makes me emotional as in, it makes me really, really passionate about it, and I just keep yapping on when it comes to Otonoko. But as in sad emotional, I think Senpai's Nokotan is the number one. Oh, actually, Mayonaka Punch, one episode in Mayonaka Punch was also up there, but Senpai is Nokotan is more consistent in it, and I absolutely love it.
Wife has no emotions, aka man gets dumped and immediately goes to fuck his toaster. I get that this is meant to be a cute and innocent little series about a guy falling for his robot housewife appliance, but dude, seeing this guy awkwardly attempt to chat up his toaster gave me shades of the same energy as watching a grown-up Kazuya from Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Ooh, that does not sound like a good time. Huh?
Bro is being a certified smegma male. Another sister romance anime? Wait, no. False alarm. It's just a romance with two girls who are sisters.
Wait.
Look at that anime.
This OST. I know this OST. Where is it from? Guys, help me out. Where's this OST from? I know it. It's from...
Made no Sweet Home Alabama this time. This one actually has the most accurate sibling relationship because it's about two twin sisters taking it turns going, Mom says it's my turn on the Xbox. But you know, instead of playing Call of Duty, they're playing Halo Reach for My Peach with their childhood friend.
Good one.
Two-player co-op. I would have picked Call of Duty. Enough of your harem
anime.
We have a girl who is the harem. She can be a tsundere,
once again.
dandere, little sister. Yeah, add that one to the list. Introducing anime's very first
Omnidere.
This is just the girlfriend version of those knockoff game cartridges that promise 100 games in one. I was wondering where harem anime could go after one man finding 100 girlfriends.
Here it
Who knew
is,
that the
the
next
goat.
step was just 100 girlfriends in one. Wait a minute. This is just weaponized schizophrenia. The proper etiquette when conversing with girls. A guide by 2.5D Seduction.
So okay, we're going on to 2.5D Seduction now. Okay, Pseudo Harem is really, really good. Like, really, really good. I think the dialogue in that is actually really, really well written. It's really fast-paced, which means that there's no chance for you to get... Like, there's not a single moment for you to get bored. I feel like it just puts the foot on the gas and never, like, lets go. It's really, really fast. It's really, really fun. It's really, really, really wholesome. And the chemistry between the two main characters, between Eiji and Rin, is absolutely insanely just fun to watch. I think they have incredible chemistry together, and it really shows. It actually makes me emotional just seeing them sometimes hang out and just do like fun stuff. I don't know, do high school stuff. They're just so much fun. It's such a good anime. Saori Hayami is also incredible as Rin. I'm not seeing this, watching this. Oh, nice! Chad.
Wait, you're telling me a 2D obsessed, unsociable, hentai-addicted weeb starts an anime club by himself, and the only person who joins is a cute, attractive girl whose only interest is cosplaying his favorite character, right before a hot superstar model transfers over, who's actually his childhood friend that's had a crush on him for years, and all they want to do is get him to take pictures of them cosplaying as hot, cultured anime characters?
This
And
sounds
you
like
motherfuckers tell me Isekai is the power fantasy genre. From the creator of Hyoka, we've got another mystery detective series that is certainly a treat for the eyes. It might not be Kyoto animation, but this still looks bloody beautiful. The background, the atmosphere, the directing. This looks gorgeous. Wait a minute. Oh, they're not siblings! We're finally safe, boys!
Let's
This is a
go!
different kind of detective story. There are no high-stakes mysteries to solve, no murder to uncover. It's about solving the little mysteries you find in everyday life. They have a full 10-minute Sherlock Holmes breakdown about how this guy makes his hot chocolates. This is like if Makoto Shinkai adapted a Reddit thread.
Yeah, it
from
looks like a Makoto
r/mildly
Shinkai
interesting. But somehow
anime.
it keeps you engaged all the way through. It's about getting you invested in something inconsequential, finding something interesting in the mundane, and it really shows how these people really need to find a fucking hobby as soon as possible. You'd be in an isekai then, mate.
I know what this is. Yep, Makeine. speaking of Hyoka, I watched a few episodes of Hyoka way back in the day. Like 10 years ago almost. No, actually, I don't know when it aired, but probably around the time. No, it aired a long time ago, I think. I don't know, like 2016, 2017. That's when I think I watched a few episodes. And I didn't get really into it. I feel like it was too slice of lifey for me. So that's why I didn't pick up this one as well. But I know a lot of people are really, really into Hyoka. So I wonder if that one's as good as well.
Season has been a no-holds-bar free.
This one I heard is incredible.
But even with all the choice on hands, there was still one that impressed me the most. Too Many Losing Heroines shows a guy accidentally witnessing a short, blue-haired anime girl getting last place in her own romance anime, like all of them.
Wait, no, Rem didn't lose yet.
Before unwittingly becoming the center to a bunch of other girls who have all been the Rem to their rivals Amelia, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. If romance anime were Evo, this shit is the loser bracket.
GIGGUK,
this is one of those shows that is self-aware enough to
Jeremy still in the game.
Cliches that plague the romance genre, but doing it in a way that clearly celebrates everything that is taken inspiration from. It gives you some great character writing, organic banter and jokes, but isn't shy about hitting you with these emotional scenes in between all that.
Really?
Oh, and did I mention the production? This anime just seems to be teeming with passion. Just look at the ending. They had to experiment with new dollies and camera rigs, combining live action shots with real cell animation to get this cool aesthetic. All this effort for something 90% of you are probably going to skip anyway, but that's how you know they give a shit. And it looks like the team have taken that same passion and put it in the rest of the anime because it looks fantastic.
A1 sometimes just randomly pops off,
This had the strongest premiere and is one of the shows I'm going to be keeping a close eye on because it's just... Look, I don't know what is up with all the sussy sisters this season, but I swear my mum's life, this is not the reason I'm praising them. We just have a whole season where some of the most popular or beautifully crafted shows have this little sister in them who seems way too enthusiastic about their brother.
I know where this is going.
Look, there are other animes you could watch. I mean,
there's
what
one
else
more
is hot this season?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Nobody say a word.
Hey. If they're not blood related, they're free to be dated? I'm not saying that. Wait, is there anything else? If they're blood related. Okay. So, he didn't really talk about Oshinoko, so I'm gonna talk about Oshinoko. And that's not the only one that I want to talk about, but first let's talk about Oshinoko. Well, actually, no. First let's talk about Makeine. I heard that it's really, really good. I got a recommendation for it. I just didn't have the time in my current schedule to fit it in there. But maybe when it stops airing, and if I have some time, if you guys want me to check it out, I might go back and check it out. Anyways, so which other anime are we watching that he did not mention? First, the most notable one, Oshinoko. Oshinoko Season 2 has been incredible, especially the last, like, 3 episodes have been insane. So I am so excited to see the next few episodes, how this season, I'm guessing this arc is wrapping up, so I'm just so excited to watch it. It's been nothing but craziness. It's so good, especially I think the last episode, was it 7 or 6? 6 or 7, I don't remember. That episode was my favorite one so far. It was absolutely insane. I was going off in that episode. It was so much fun. And then we are watching Manaka Punch, which today is going to be a new episode in 15 minutes as of recording this. So I'm going to be watching that. It has some good episodes. It has some episodes that are not as interesting. I feel like it's kind of struggling sometimes to find like a big kind of goal that it's going towards. I guess it has it, but it's kind of a bit mishmashy. But I do think it has some really, really good moments in it as well. I'm enjoying it a lot. So yeah, it's fun. And then what else is there? So there's Spice Wolf from the previous season, Alya, Otonoko, Slime. I think that's it. I think all of the other ones that we are watching, he covered. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So that's gonna be all from me. This was a banger video. I'm gonna leave it down in the description, obviously, so you can go and check it out. Banger video. I feel like I said everything I wanted to say about all of the anime that I'm watching as well. And I feel like he covered all of the other ones really well. The ones that catch my interest are obviously Makeine. Honestly, Days with My Stepsister looks really good. So I don't know, maybe. And I think there was another one that I said that I might check out if it's gonna be good. Oh yeah, Elusive Samurai. That's it. That's the one that I also kind of want to check out, but only if people start talking about it and saying that it's really good, because I'm pretty sure that the story at the beginning is a bit slow. So I'll see. Anyways, banger video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.